Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Mark Krebs. I'm a gold qualified consultant with Team Sunset. With me is Michael Charite. He is a gold consultant with Mike. What team are you with?
Team Sky.
Team
I
Sky.
am with
Thank you.
Team Sky. Yep.
We're here presenting our training on local marketing and utilizing your Chamber of Commerce today. Mike, go ahead and introduce yourself a little bit.
Yeah, as Mark said, I'm gold consultant with Team Sky. Joined Archer in April. Really passionate about this topic, guys. I think it's something that a lot of people um, don't focus on when they get in, and I think there's so much more out there than social media. So I'm really excited to be able to share some thoughts with you guys today.
Yes, and I've been with Archer and Evolution for over a year and a half, 21 months to be exact, but I've been an agent for 9.5 years, so I've got a lot of knowledge and wisdom and experience that I pull from while doing this job. So I've been a member of my local Chamber of Commerce since last July, no, last April, and held my ribbon cutting back in September of last year. And Mike has just recently held his, and he'll talk about that just a little bit later. So, we're happy that you guys are here with us. Hopefully, our training will give you guys some ideas about how to market your business further and how you can get some more business utilizing your Chamber of Commerce. So, let's go ahead and get started here. So, what is local marketing? Local marketing refers to the practice of promoting and advertising products or services to a specific geographically targeted audience or market. It is focused on reaching and engaging potential customers in a particular geographic area, such as a city, neighborhood, or region. The primary goal of local marketing is to increase brand awareness, drive foot traffic to physical stores, and generate leads or sales from individuals within a specific locality. So, let's put it into perspective this way. I focus on the state of South Dakota for a lot of my marketing. And it gets me good leads from different areas of the state. Case in point is I just got contacted by a local band, high school band booster club today to plan a band trip for them for later this year or for next year. I'm not sure which. I don't have the details of that, but it was my local marketing efforts that brought them awareness to my business for them to contact me. So that kind of local marketing, and that was e-marketing. I just sent out an email to all the local and regional athletic and activities directors in regards to my business, and that's how they got my name and information. So, Mike, what about you? What are you using for local marketing tactics right now?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to get into some of this, I know, throughout the training, but there's a bunch of tools, and really, it's getting in front of the people that you can get with most easily. You know, it's super easy to meet somebody at a coffee shop or put a face with the name, and I think that is really valuable to people, especially in this digital world that we live in. A lot of people are looking to build trust with people that they know, so I think that's a value of doing this. I'm doing just a lot of local events. I'm an event planner. That's my background. I've done trade shows for years, and that is a big way that I like to get out and meet people in the area. So those kind of things, networking events, a little bit of digital marketing for sure that we're going to talk about in a little bit. But it's a really great way to just engage with people in a different way than what they're used to these days, and in a much more personal way, I think.
Yes, it absolutely is. So, what are some local marketing strategies? Local advertising, running targeted online ads such as pay-per-click campaigns that focus on specific geographic regions. That's one way that you can do it. That can get expensive though. So running those targeted online ads, what that means is that you can post in regional Facebook pages, and groups that you get involved in. Content marketing is creating content that is relevant to the local community and its interests. So creating content that is relevant to the interests of your community, or getting involved in the interests of the community and
Mark, we
tailoring your
just lost
content.
your audio. I don't know if that's just me or everybody else as well.
That's weird. Is that better?
Yeah, I can hear you now. It says my internet connection is having issues, so it might have just been me. Did it go out for anybody else? Oh, okay. It's just me then. I'm going to switch networks. I might drop for a second, but I'll be right back.
Okay, that's fine, Mike. So content marketing, again, is creating content that is relevant to the local community and its interests. Going to local events and sponsoring those local events by participating in or sponsoring local events, community activities, or charities to build a local presence and connect with customers. You can get your name out there. Sponsor a local youth sports team. That's a good way because you get your name on jerseys, and the kids wear those all the time. At least I know my kids do. Print and direct mail marketing. Excuse me. Using traditional marketing methods like flyers, brochures, and direct mail to reach a local audience. That's another good way to reach specific areas and specific zip codes. And by creating local partnerships and collaborating with other local businesses or organizations to cross promote each other and increase exposure. So you could partner with a local flower shop to do a romantic cruise night. Have them bring in some of their nice floral arrangements and you promote it with a nice romantic cruise night presentation. Something like that would be a good way to do a local partnership.
Yeah, I've even had some. This isn't new for me, so I just started doing it, a week or two ago. So we'll see how it pays out. But real estate agents are constantly out there in front of people, right? And they function the same way we do in a lot of ways. So they understand our business model and how we work. So going, I'm connected in that area here. So reaching out to some of these agents and, hey, can I offer you an incentive that you can offer to people when you have a closing, and using some of the vouchers that we have or some sort of a special opportunity that they can share with their clients, and then that gets you in front of them. Thinking outside the box in this way can be really, really useful.
Yes, it definitely is. Now, how can distributing local marketing materials help? Distributing local marketing materials effectively can significantly boost in your reach and engagement within your target geographic area. So what that means is by putting them out where you want people to see them can really boost the number of people that you get them out to.
Yeah, I think also, like I said earlier, we're such a digital world, and it's really, really easy when you see an ad you don't like on Facebook to click buy it, right? But when you have something physical in the community that you're coming across, you're more likely to pick it up. You're more likely to engage with it, more likely to stick it on your refrigerator, those kind of things. So, it just new strategies, right?
Absolutely. So make sure that you're getting that free collateral from our vendors. That's why they are still putting out these brochures for us to order. And it's all free. Make sure you are putting in your business card and stapling them into these brochures that they send out, or putting a sticker with your contact information in them. Make sure you are placing them in different areas around your town, and we'll talk about that here in just a moment. Now, where can you distribute local marketing materials? You can attend or sponsor a local event and distribute your materials at booths or stands. This can include business expos, fairs, festivals, or charity events. You can place ads or inserts in local newspapers, magazines, or community newsletters. These can be especially effective for reaching older demographics who may not be as active online. Community centers. Many community centers, libraries, and bulletin boards allow businesses to post flyers and information about their products or services. Your local chamber of commerce, which we'll talk about in a little bit. Many chambers of commerce have information centers or websites where you can place marketing materials. They also offer opportunities to network and promote your business. I know that mine does. We have plenty of networking events throughout the month that I try to take advantage of as much as possible.
Yep. And with this, I encourage you guys to think seasonally. Like I said, I do a lot of events. That's kind of my bread and butter, what I really enjoy doing. And for example, we've got a Super Bowl 5K and 10K in Redondo Beach. It brings about 7,000 people. So think of what's coming. Final Four is coming, Mother's Day is coming, Valentine's Day. And then as you get into the holidays, there are so many pop-up boutiques and local craft vendors. And, some of these, like, yeah, I'm paying $800 for that booth at the Super Bowl, event. And that's a discounted rate that I got because I'm a part of my Chamber of Commerce, which is awesome. One trip will pay for that. And I'm getting in front of 7,000 people. Some of these other smaller events, you might pay $50 or $100 to get in front of an audience. And so I really encourage you, pay attention seasonally, try to think ahead with what's coming and look in your local area, based on that. I mean, if you're up where Mark's at and you're getting 15 feet of snow at a time, probably not going to be a lot of winter outdoor festivals, here in Southern California where the sun shines all the time, maybe more opportunities for that. So, pay attention to your area, think of the different seasons and holidays and events coming up, and just see what's out there. I don't know. You guys are pretty brave though. You might be out there in shorts and flip-flops and 15 feet of snow promoting your travel agency.
Right. Local schools and universities. This is something that I do, and I talked about it just a few minutes ago. If your target audience includes students and or parents, consider distributing materials at schools, colleges, and universities. This includes your high schools and your colleges. I live in a college town. I distribute information at the local college here, or the local university here. I'm also getting involved in the local booster clubs here, including at a high school that I used to be the broadcasting radio voice of, so that I can get more clients that way. Street distribution. Hand out flyers or promotional materials in high traffic areas at events or outside your store or business location if you have one. So go flyer cars. Go to your grocery store. Go to your local mall. Flyer cars.
Check your local jurisdiction before you do that, because there are laws against that down here. So
yes, check your local rules and regulations first. But if you can, go do it. Local trade shows. Participate in those local trade shows or expos related to your industry, where you can distribute materials to a targeted audience. And attend local meetups and networking events. By attending local business networking events, workshops, or meetups where you can exchange local marketing materials with other local professionals. These are usually put on by your Chamber of Commerce.
And those are really the events that you're going to find potential partnerships, that Mark was talking about earlier. It's much easier. We have a lunch and learn every month with the chamber, and we have 40 different professionals who show up from the finance sector to photographers to, anything you can think of. We have a local print shop too, that's part of it. So those are events that are really, really good to find collaborations.
Creating mailing lists and e-newsletters. And I'm doing a training about how to set up your branch up e-newsletter in February. Send your marketing materials, newsletters, or promotions to your local customer email list if you have one. That training is going to be at the end of February, so keep your eye out for your training schedule for that. And your local businesses, doctor's offices, coffee shops, laundromats, grocery stores, dentist offices, etc. Put flyers out there that you create. Put
I think for
collateral
next
out there.
I think for next time we need to add nail salons and hair salons to that list because, think about where people go and spend a lot of time and might have a conversation. If
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting there getting a perm under the machine and I see a thing about somebody's travel agency and start me having a conversation about trips that I've had in the past, maybe with other people and places I want to go in the future, things like that. Like just think of where you hang out and other people hang out like that's really my way of doing it. Where do I like to go? Other people are gonna like to go there too. Okay, I need to get my
So, what is a chamber of commerce? A chamber of commerce is a local or regional organization that serves as a business network and support system for the businesses and professionals within a specific geographic area, such as a city, town, or region. These organizations are typically nonprofit and are composed of local businesses ranging from small family-owned enterprises to large corporations. They are funded through membership dues, sponsorships, and various activities and events. Businesses join chambers of commerce to gain access to the benefits and resources offered by these organizations, as well as to support the overall economic and business climate in their local area. Chambers of commerce can play a vital role in fostering economic growth, community development, and collaboration among local businesses. This is especially true in a small town like where I live. We have a grand total of 10,000 people. 5,000 of those are USD students. I live where the University of South Dakota is. So a majority of our population is university students. So that's where a majority of our population lies. So
yeah
they're not
versus
full-time.
you know I probably got Mark's population in my neighborhood where I live here.
Yeah,
And we
probably.
have we have four chambers of commerce right in my immediate area here. So I chose to join the Redondo Beach one because I'm connected in the city and you'll see in a few minutes what my connection is here. But there is no reason if you live in a small town, but there's a bigger one down the road too that you can't go and be a part of that or that you can't be a part of multiple chambers of commerce in your geographic area to get in front of different people. That just it all depends on where you live and what you have access to.
Yep, that's absolutely right. You can be part of multiple chambers. So that's a good point, Mike. Why is your local chamber of commerce important? They promote local businesses. They work to promote and support the growth and success of local businesses. They provide resources to help businesses thrive, such as the business development programs, training, and marketing support. They're advocates for their members when dealing with local, regional, and sometimes even national government bodies. They advocate for policies that are favorable to businesses and work to create a positive business environment. They facilitate networking opportunities for local businesses, business owners, and professionals. They often host events, meetings, and gatherings where members can connect, share ideas, and build relationships. They provide information and resources about the local business community, economic trends, and regulatory changes that may impact businesses. They may also offer resources and tools to help businesses navigate challenges and opportunities. This is all true about my local chamber and Mike's local chamber. They offer us all of these resources.
Yeah, and some of them are monetary. Like, so my dues are about $300 a year. I know Mark's dues are a bit cheaper than that.
No,
And then I paid 150 to do my ribbon cutting. So I've invested $450 in my chamber this year. On that Super Bowl run, I got a $500 discount on the booth. So right there, that's paid for just with that opportunity. There in the networking relationships, you'll save money sometimes. Like with that print shop I mentioned, I'm starting a relationship there. So, um, don't let the investment scare you away because there actually are monetary benefits to it outside of even just building your clientele and partnerships.
chambers of commerce actively promote their members through various means, including online directories, newsletters, and events. They often help with marketing and visibility for local businesses. I can't tell you how many website hits I've gotten because of my chamber profile. My website traffic has nearly tripled in the last 3 months because of my chamber profile. They may be involved in initiatives to promote economic growth in their community. This can include attracting new businesses to the area, improving infrastructure, and supporting local job creation. And they often offer workshops, seminars, and educational events to help businesses and professionals develop new skills and stay up to date with industry trends. Now, what is a ribbon cutting ceremony? A ribbon cutting ceremony is a symbolic and celebratory event in which a ceremonial ribbon, typically made of fabric or similar material, is cut to mark the official opening or inauguration of a new business, facility, public building, or other significant project. It is an opportunity to commemorate the achievement of completing a new venture or project and to acknowledge the hard work, dedication, and collaboration of those involved. So I held my ribbon cutting ceremony because it was a big deal for me to get my business off the ground and for me to open up to the public of Vermilion. So, and I'm sure Mike wanted to do the exact same thing. And Mike,
Yeah,
go ahead and say why you wanted to go ahead and do yours.
yeah. Well, I mean, part of it for me was personal because I have connection in this city, which you'll hear about, in a minute. But my dad was a builder down here. My last name actually has a in the city. People know my last name even if they don't know me because of the work that he did. So that personal connection, I thought there would be bringing family back, after he passed away and stuff. So, but I also think, yeah, it was
Mike, we're losing your audio.
just to make money. I bet there's a reason behind what you're doing. Okay. And what is that? It's a great opportunity to be able to to share that, to communicate it, to capture it, and then, go out and use that in promotions as well. And I don't know, Mark, I'm sure you had some local officials at yours. I got a certificate from the mayor's office. There was a representative from my local um, political representative here that came and presented me with something. So it's just another networking opportunity to meet some people that, have a reason to show up when there is a ceremonial thing like this that, may not just show up at the lunch and learn. So kind of a lot of layers to it for me. And that's, that I felt it was a really necessary and important step for my business.
Yes, and Mike's scissors are absolutely hilarious. I will preface this video by saying that.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you one better. So they literally told me our giant scissors don't cut. So you need somebody to come stand with you with a little pair of scissors behind the giant scissors, and they need to cut at exactly the moment you bring it down so the ribbon actually cuts. Um, and we were trying to get my son to do it, and he got stage fright, so my wife did it, but
Yeah, I
it
was
was
gonna ask if that was your wife.
yeah, it was quite funny. And one other just kind of funny point I'll make here. I ran in my past job, among other things, there was a food truck that we ran in Baltimore. And when we did we didn't do a chamber ribbon cutting, but we did a dedication with a bunch of local reps. And, it was a church thing. So people from the local bishop was there and all that kind of stuff. And because it's a food truck, and because the priest who owned it studied in Italy, we did a 6 foot long lasagna noodle, and that's what the ribbon was. So don't be afraid to get creative with your business. If your niche is out there doing culinary tours, bring a lasagna noodle. I don't know. Little pieces like that, and I didn't put a lot of thought into that piece of it because I was traveling right before. Um, but yeah, it's just a fun opportunity. It ended up for me uh, being incredibly impactful on a personal level that I did not expect. I mean, you guys will see in the video, and I'm prefacing this. I cry at McDonald's commercials, so don't think you guys are all going to cry when you're doing it. But it was just a really emotional opportunity for me, and it felt like it legitimized everything that I've been working towards with this business, for the last almost a year now. So it was a really big thing for me.
All right, let's go ahead and get to the video. Oh, I did change it. Cool. All right. I hope you guys enjoy.
All right, thank you all for being here. Really means a lot to me that you're here to celebrate today. It's actually quite special to me that I have the chance to do this in Redondo Beach. As many of you know, or some of you know, my last name carries a bit of a legacy in this city. My dad was a builder here. My grandpa came from Canada with nothing and started in a 1956 building. Then my dad followed in his footsteps and started his business at the age of 18. I'm not exaggerating when I say that probably close to every street in Redondo Beach has a Mark Lasciardi home on it. I'm proud of the impact he had here, but I'm even more proud of the way he chose to do his business. I was lucky to have the chance to work with him before he passed away, and he taught me many important lessons that I still carry with me today. Lessons like the absolute need for integrity in everything you do, even when it's not easy. Practicing what you preach and always following through. Giving with radical generosity, staying humble, and recognizing the value and importance of those around you at every level. Putting your all into every project, constantly innovating, and pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone. He taught me that there's a place for a heart in business, and he also taught me how to make sure that heart is protected so you don't get taken advantage of. But probably the most important thing I learned from him was not to waste a single second. My dad always prioritized our family, and specifically taking vacations together, whether it was a couple's trip with my mom, taking our family to Hawaii, or a camping trip up to the Redwoods. And when he passed away at age 51, our world was shattered. And I know some of you remember those days. But what I became so grateful for were the tons and tons of memories that we built. Many of which that are cemented in my brain came from those trips that we took together, including our last mad dash from Indiana in 3 days, picking up the motorhome of his dreams about 2 months before he died. Not only have these memories allowed me to continue to remember a remarkable man and the incredible times we shared, but they've impacted my priorities with my wife and kids as we live our life. Travel has the power to connect us in ways that almost nothing else can. Shared experiences draw us closer to those we love and introduce us to new cultures, new friends, new foods, my favorite part, obviously, and new ways of doing things and more. Ultimately, the reason I started Together Again Travel was to help build those connections and memories.
for others as they have become so important to me. Our world is vast, but it's never been more connected and accessible. And in a time where so much of our world and society is divided, I think it's important, more important than ever, to get out there and find the things that bring us together. The travel industry has faced unprecedented challenges in recent years, but it's also recovered in a remarkable way. Cruise demand in 2023 has surpassed 2019 pre-pandemic levels and are expected to grow another 6% this year. At Cruise World in November, every major brand shared with us record sales. And even with multiple new ships debuting this year, they still are worried they're not going to have enough supply to meet the demand. International travel has nearly recovered to pre-pandemic levels, and it's being led by 3 regions that kind of surprised me: the Middle East, Europe, and then Africa. My own host agency saw their sales last year more than double year over year to about $350 million in gross travel sales, which to me was a pretty incredible feat. So what does this mean for us? It means that we have a world at our fingertips that's not only ready to receive us, but is ripe with opportunities to have new experiences, to forge new relationships, and to build new memories. I've built Together Again Travel with those specific goals in mind. Whether it's group or incentive travel for your business, a destination wedding in the Italian countryside, or a family safari in South Africa, my desire is to take away all the heavy lifting so that you can focus on the things that truly matter: living the experience, connecting with others, and most importantly, making priceless and irreplaceable memories with those that you love most. So again, thank you for being here. It really means the world to me. And I look forward to serving you all for many years to come.
Let's do a countdown from 3.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Cut.
Yeah!
Good job.
Okay, stay there. I'll take this, and I'll take this. And
Cody, you want to go first?
Sure.
go for it. Okay.
All right. Hi everybody. My name is Cody. I'm here with Assemblymember Almar Suchi's office. I just wanted to take a moment to welcome you to Redondo Beach and welcome to the Redondo Chamber. We're very blessed to have you here. And I see on your list of offerings, you can't see it right now, but for what excited me the most as well.
Awesome.
So,
My favorite part.
I'm one that travels for foods. Yeah. So
I love it.
I'm looking forward to seeing what you do here.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Got it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Wonderful.
City, you want to take over? Or go ahead.
Woo-hoo.
Go,
All
Mark.
right, on behalf of the City of Redondo, we welcome you here. Welcome you to the Chamber, of course, Mayor Bill Brand. This is a recognition of the establishment here, Redondo. We wish you much success over the years. It sounds like you're off to a great start, and look forward to seeing you together again, prosper here in Redondo.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Love it. Okay, next.
We have one more right behind you. So, in recognition of becoming a part of the Chamber of Commerce, we want to welcome you to the Chamber of Commerce, and we have this nice little certificate for you.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Yay. Got it.
So that was a great video by Mike. He edited that down. The whole video
All right,
is
thank you all for-
hilarious. So
I
our
Took out the people in the middle that were trying to figure out how to get my kids and my neighbor's kids to hold the ribbon without dropping
that part
it.
was hilarious, man. That was the blooper reel. Come on now. You should have left that in.
It was fun too because we had the live stream link posted in some of the chats, and one of our trainers was like, "Dude, Mike cut it."
We lost your audio again, Mike. All right, well, while Mike comes back to us as we lose his audio.
Now and booked a trip for Australia, New Zealand. I've got a river cruise in Europe going on right now, and others that are kind of in the pipeline. So it's been really good. I also took that video. I didn't talk about this earlier, and I meant to mention it. Nextdoor is a really good resource that people don't think about for local marketing. Connecting neighborhoods, like it's all your neighbors there. I put this video on 4 days ago, and I sponsored it. So I think it's like you set your budget, right? Whatever you want it to be. But I've gotten 500 impressions on it in 4 days, which is pretty awesome for a brand new business that's just starting out. And I don't expect to necessarily get sales there from that video, but it's going to introduce people to me. So when I start posting on there, more opportunities, it's just a great connection with the neighbors that I'm hoping they will remember, some of what I said. And I really think, guys, being true and authentic and, people can tell. So talk about why you did it, why you started this business, what you want to do for people. I think those are the factors that I think are going to let people connect with you. And I think, doing a ribbon cutting in front of your local community is just an awesome way to do that.
Yep. And if you have the opportunity to do that live stream, do it. I,
I live stream events, right? I have an association. This is what I do, is I do events and I live stream them. And my cameras would not work there. I had a whole setup. It wouldn't have been a vertical video. I had a microphone, like all of that, and it would not work with their Bluetooth. So I had one of the chamber reps hold my phone and we went Facebook Live, and it worked just fine. So don't feel like it has to be a professional thing, because that doesn't work half the time. The Facebook Live video is just awesome.
Does anybody have any questions for us about joining your local chamber, or what the benefits are to joining your local chamber before we wrap this up?
Or does anybody have any other local strategies that they've used so far that they'd like to share?
Yes.
That's what I love about this company, is just the opportunity to learn from each other.
Is
That's a
it
good
worth joining
question.
a chamber if you're going to be constantly moving? We're a military family, Brooke. I forgot about that. I forgot to take that into consideration. Depends on how long your deployment is in those areas, Brooke. I would say if you're going to be there on a 2-year assignment, then yes, it would be definitely worth it to join the chamber.
I even think a
Anything
year
below,
is,
I would say a year 2 would be good.
because the memberships are usually for a year. And I mean, the beauty of what we do and what you're trying to do is make connections to book travel. Well, whether you move away or not, you're still going to be able to be a resource for those people because of what we do. So um, I would look at the finances for sure, but I think if you're going to be there for a year, or, and you could actually take advantage of the events, because you're going to want to go, like if you join your chamber, you're going to need to be involved. You're going to want to go to the networking events, all of these perks that they offer, you have to actually show up for. So, if you're going to be there for a year and you can actually take advantage of the membership, then I would say yes, because you can build clients for life that will follow you wherever you go. That would be my answer.
Yeah, I agree with you, Mike.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off either, but
No, you're good.
so
What is-
business association, chamber of commerce, they're they function similarly. Chamber of Commerce is going to be tied in with your local government in some way. They're not a government organization. They're not run by the government, so they make their own decisions, but they are part of why they exist is to lobby for your business to the government for good policies and all of those kind of things. So they have some tie-ins with that can be very useful. A business association, I mean, there's a lot of marketing groups out there, networking groups like BNI, Team Referral Network, that are business associations that offer opportunities to come together and network. Those can be really valuable too. So I think looking, like there's a couple in this area that I'm looking at becoming involved in. So I think look at what they offer, look at how many members they have, look at how often they meet. I don't think they need to be mutually exclusive. I think you could be a member of either or both or any. Some of the networking business associations like BNI have more strict requirements that you're going to pay, and they want you to be there every week. And you sign a contract basically that if you miss X amount, you're going to be kind of kicked out, or, whatever that is. So weigh all of that stuff together. I think they can all have value in your business. Depending on again, going back to, you have to be involved in all these things. So figure out what works for you and where you are going to be able to commit your time. And that, I think, is what's going to inform which ones make the most sense.
Yep. Felicia says local restaurants and bars also offer free advertising and partnerships here where I am, and I'm getting in with that. Also, other city business platforms.
Yep.
Cami Morris says local newspaper and Facebook local services needed pages is another good option for local marketing as well.
Yep.
So a couple of good options there.
Yep.
For you to
And
take
a lot
look
of those
at.
kind of, oh, sorry, Mark, go ahead.
Yeah, and taking a look at the hotel motel lobbies.
Yep. A lot of those things too, like the local papers or even the big news sites like KCAL and all of these, have online calendars and event calendars. You can add stuff for free. So if you're going out to some of these events, make sure you're going and posting there and inviting people to come and be a part of it,
Mm-hmm. Are there any
Yeah.
other questions or comments today?
Cool.
Well, feel free to take a screenshot of this slide here. This has Mike and my contact information. If you guys want to talk about joining your local chamber of commerce, it's got our Facebook page, email, YouTube accounts, and our phone numbers. So feel free to give us a call or shoot us a text as well. This will be up on both of our YouTube pages. So I will send it to you, Mike, as usual. And you can post it to your page as well. So, but thank you guys very much for being here today. It has been a pleasure teaching you guys this, as always. And we look forward to our next training. Again, my name is Mark Krebs. I am a gold qualified consultant. I normally do my trainings on Tuesdays. So just a little quick preview of next week's training for me is the 21-day booking procedure. If you are a new agent, we'll be doing 21-day bookings and fraud prevention at 4 p.m. Pacific time. Also, if you're on part of Team Empire, I'm also doing the Q&As this weekend as well at 8 a.m. Pacific tomorrow and 12 p.m. Pacific on Sunday. So it's my weekend to do Q&As. So feel free to come in there and ask me any questions about local marketing as well. So Mike, thank you very much again.
Cool.
As usual, go do your client call because I know you got 10 minutes to get ready for that.
All right, guys. Great being here. We'll see you soon in the chats and hopefully on a cruise ship or a all-inclusive beach sometime soon.
Yep, absolutely. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great afternoon, everybody.